Hello everyone, I'm Kimberly from Dirt Floor Fibers. Happy March. I just got back from the post office where I picked up my Fiber of the Month Club subscription from Paradise Fibers. Just got it in the mail, I think actually yesterday, but had to work, so I just got it out of the post office today. I was also going to give you an update on my spinning projects from the last several months from this Fiber of the Month Club. I just was a little bit worried about losing the light tonight, so I decided to put that off for another video. However, I've got, I think, probably 4 projects or so to share with you, so I'm super excited about that. But for now, we're just going to dig into the fiber kit for March. Now, I can't remember exactly what the teaser email said, but it was something about color. Which you know my aversion to color and my love of all things natural and muted, but the package this month is iridescent mirror shiny. So I am super excited to see what is going to be inside. So let's go ahead and dig in and get started. Now, if you remember from last month, I did have a little bit of a problem with my package. The bag actually had a hole in it by the time I got it. Again, nothing inside was ruined. I wasn't worried about any of that, but this month's package is much more sturdy, so definitely didn't have to worry about anything happening to that. And of course, we start with our fiber, which comes in another one of those organza bags. I've got quite a collection of them at this point, but they've been really great for separating out fibers that I plan on using for a spinning project. So I'll measure out, I'll weigh out a bunch at one time, separate them into these really lovely bags. And it's great for keeping the fibers safe. They're very smooth, so the fibers don't stick to them. I don't lose any fibers along the way. So I absolutely love them. I'm not going to open the bag yet, but look at this color. It's green and blue, and it might be a little shiny. So really excited about this. It kind of looks very shamrocky, very leprechaun-y. Perfect for the month of March. Let's see what kind of other goodies we have in our bag. Right, here's our information. It's kind of like when you open a birthday present and you always go straight for the present instead of the card. Well, let's start with the card. So it says that our March 2021 Fiber Club newsletter is fairy tale themed. These always come out backwards. I always forget to flip my camera. That's okay. I'll show you a picture of it. So this is once upon a time in a land far, far away, enchanting blends of ultra soft merino and glitter stellina were formed. The fibers are fabled to have been plucked from the clouds and blended by the fae. Legend has it that whomever shall craft these magical blends shall have everlasting bliss. So in my bag, it says we get a fairy tale blend. Introducing our newest merino and stellina blends, and those are things that I never actually buy on my own. Stellina being a man-made fiber rather than something natural, but it is fun to play with those on occasion. We have 8 colorways now available. In your bag is approximately 6 ounces of one color. Which one did you get? So it looks like mine. It's really hard to tell. I think it calls me. There are several really, really pretty colors. Again, I'll put this up as a picture so you can actually see the names. But check out those different shades. Mixed breed wool locks. Another new addition to Paradise are 11 vibrantly dyed and undyed curly locks. In your bag is approximately 2 ounces of one color. There's 11 different shades. And so you can see, I'm going to cover up the code on the bottom here because you do get a discount on fibers if you're a club member. You can see the lock colors in the bottom of the page there. And it says, in our notions bag, do, D-E-W, yourself a favor and put Drink Stash Sweet Honeydew Tea while crafting on your honeydew list. The light, juicy flavor and aroma of sweet melon combined with subtle, earthy flavors of Brazilian-grown green tea, giving you a bright and refreshing drink. A magic dust stitch marker / progress keeper in holographic bibbidi bobbidi boo, spelled B-E-W-E, so you, but you. Sheep sticker will enchant you to transform your fibers into a magical garment this season. All right, so we know our other card usually gives us a suggestion for how we should spin up our fiber and what we should do with it. And so we shall see what their idea is. So, have another pretty little card there. It says, merino wool is as classic as the fairy tales we've all grown fond of and just as enchanting. The wool is smooth and soft to the touch with individual fibers that have a helical crimp providing natural elasticity. This permanent built-in memory is in part due to the fibers themselves being coil-shaped, accounting for their enduring resilience. The porous structure of these fibers is the reason merino wool is such a good thermal insulator, regulating temperature and humidity for the wearer. There are so many reasons to love merino wool in your projects. Possibly the most desirable is its moisture-wicking abilities, capable of drawing in up to 30% of its own weight in moisture while staying dry to the touch. No matter your adventures this spring, you can count on being comfortable and dry with merino wool. Our newest fairy tale collection features several contrasting and complementary shades of 23 micron merino wool top blended with glittering stellina nylon fiber that has a metallic tone. Each blend is inspired by classic fairy tales and is sure to dazzle and amaze while crafting with them. Each tell their own unique color story and are a dream to craft with every which way. Try blending your wool locks in with your fairy tale blend or incorporating the locks in as you spin for an even more enchanting art yarn beaming with color and texture. Adventure awaits. So they're looking at art yarn this month. Now, I'm someone who really prefers spinning in mild, thick, and thin, but nothing too crazy. Very smooth, very dense fiber. I really also prefer lace weight. That one's my favorite, with fingering weight coming in second place. I don't usually spin art yarn, so this might be a fun month to try it out. So on the other side, we have a fairy tale scarf project that's being suggested for us. Looks like it might be crochet again. We'll see. It is. This whimsical crochet scarf can be made in an evening and is a blast to do with kids. You could easily get 2 to 4 scarves out of the supplies in your package. Start by spinning as many art yarns as you'd like. For the scarf pictured here, I spun 1 coarse spun yarn, 1 thick and thin 2-ply with locks added in, and a 2-ply worsted spun bulky weight yarn that was used to create the crochet tube, in addition to being added into the fringe. And then they're on paradisefibers.com. They have a blog. It says they have an art yarn how-to on there, so I might check that out as well. To make the scarf, use a crochet hook that fits your size yarn. Make a 5-inch loose. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. It has all the instructions on it. But basically, it looks like you're crocheting a rectangle and then folding your rectangle in half and then joining it together to make a tube. And it looks like that's the part right there that is holding the rest of the art yarn together. And then you're cutting basically some really long fringe to go through. So I'm not really sure if that's my style of project. You know, I'm not a big crocheter. And I feel like with dogs and working in a school, that's a lot of fringe to keep track of. I definitely think I might try something more in the art yarn category this month, and maybe even try a short or small scarf. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what else is in my package. So here's my Happily Ever After package. Should have brought my camera so I could take a picture while I tear into it. Nope, just gonna have to go for it. I have my U sticker. Those are so cute. I love getting those. My usual tea and stitch marker is wrapped up in bubble wrap. Oh, it's glittery. Oh my goodness, hang on a second. Gotta tear into this. We'll probably fast forward through this part. Every month I do these videos, I tell myself I'm going to bring out a pair of scissors, and I never do. Aha! I found scissors in my garage, so I'm back again. It was worth the struggle to get it open. How cute is that little stitch marker? Let's see if I can get it in focus. It's filled with these cute little sparkly stars. Those are great for all the projects that I have currently in progress, because you know you never have just one. We'll set that to the side. Dig back into the bag. I think the only thing that's left is our locks. So pull out our bag. Oh, how cute is that? And I like that it's packaged in paper instead of plastic. They know me so well. We got the color, let's see, looks like granite is our color of locks. I don't think they told us what kind of locks they were. I have to dig in and see what the different fibers look like. So it looks like there's a good variety in here. So you have some locks that are really long. You can check out the length of that fiber. It's super crimpy. And then you have some that are a little bit shorter and a little fluffier. It is a really, really lovely color. The locks have dyed slightly differently, so you get these different shades of gray inside of this clump. And that is going to look fabulous with that fiber. Let me pull that out. It looks like some of them have, where the tips are a little bit more bleached, it didn't take the dye quite as well, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And then the main fiber I got is, let's see if I can get the end out. Might not be able to. It's this beautiful green and blue. I don't know how well you can see it in this light. Again, I'll add some pictures in later. But it's kind of this really pretty aqua color with kind of a mintish green and some lovely white fiber. And the stellina looks like it's a sparkly blue. So again, a very kind of shamrock March sort of color, but I can see where they're going with Fairy Tale. I really think it's the It Calls Me colorway. I'm not entirely sure though. It's kind of hard to tell from the pictures, but I think that's what this is. And then these are the gray locks. And so that'll actually make a really pretty art yarn, because the more natural color looking of the more natural color of the lock will really complement the bright colors of this fiber. So I look forward to giving that a try. And as always, it's really, really soft. It's going to be really easy to draft. I never have a problem drafting out Paradise Fiber brand fiber. You can sometimes find that with other brands, especially things that have been hand-dyed. I have a problem with my own hand-dyed stuff on occasion, but this is really, really lovely. So again, to recap, we have our stellina, it's about 6 ounces of stellina and merino mix in one of the Fairy Tale colorways. We have some locks to add in for a nice chunky art yarn. We had our usual tea and sticker, and our stitch marker of the month. Very nice. So as soon as I get a chance, I'll make another video that shows you what I've done with the previous month's worth of fiber from this Fiber of the Month Club. But I do highly recommend, if you are interested in having a monthly delivery come right to your door of a fiber that you might not choose to buy for yourself, or if you just like being surprised, it's like getting a Christmas present in the mail every month. I highly recommend that you go over to Paradise Fibers and check out their Fiber of the Month Club. I think it's about $35 for what you receive in that month's shipment. So I'd appreciate it if you would check me out on Instagram at DirtFloorFibers. And once I get my online store up and running at DirtFloorFibers.com, a lot of these projects, including things I've made from these monthly kits, will be available in my store. See you next time!